me just be clear. You said that now sound is second?
Yep.
Like when you first started the bike, man, the compression, I heard it. Oh, God. Oh, my God, that sounds good. It sounds good, man. It sounds really good. Awesome. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Very nice, I'm looking at the camera. Very nice, good, good, good. Preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me, and you know this by now, or at least you should. For those of you that have never been to this channel before, welcome to you as well. My name is Robert, and the name of this wonderful channel is Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. I'm out here in Lincoln, Nebraska, specifically at Tab Performance's warehouse. This is where it all happens, guys. So if you have Tab Performance, this is where it all happens. And this is Casey. Casey is the CEO.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Him and his brother.
Yep.
They're running all of this stuff. And so we got some exciting stuff to talk about today.
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks for coming. Yeah, so this is we've kind of already seen a lot of the other operations, but this here is where any of our new product development happens. So we're in here in the dyno room. We've got the dyno over there where we can actually test the product to make sure it's doing what we think it'll do. And then also, you know, those of you who also follow our YouTube channel, you'll probably recognize the backdrop that either Gavin or Sean are on quite a bit. This is where we do all of our instructional videos. So if you guys ever have a product and something doesn't quite fit right, feel right, whatever, go to our product page on our website, scroll down. We have install videos for almost every single thing we do, and even components of things we do. So there's going to be one dropping soon on some little tips and tricks for installation that our guys at the rallies find to help make things quicker, easier, faster. So typically if there's something that, like I said, doesn't quite feel right, stop, either give us a call, make sure we can make it right, or take the time, hop on the website, watch that install video. You'll be amazed at at some of the simplicity of some of the things when it's like, oh, I didn't think of that.
All right, so you have a new product that's new. Tab Performance has a new product that's out. I'm excited about it. I already know what it is, but for the purposes of the camera, just let us know what it is.
Sure. So we're launching our Redline series product, and the first two, it's a full system, stepped header performance, high performance system.
Okay.
And so it's going to be for you know, the customer that's doing a little bit larger build, and that, you know, those last few foot-pounds of torque or horsepower really are the difference between their build and being what they want and not. And so, you know, Tab Performance, I feel like we've been known for sound, right? Like that's you know, ever since the Milwaukee 8s came out and customers just, you know, oh, this thing, it just doesn't sound like the twin cams used to. We can't get the sound out of it. That's where we really started to take off. That's what we've been good at. But you know, we've always, like the BAM sticks, it's they perform well still, don't get me wrong, it's not, but you know, it's a system that is gonna sound as good as it can while still performing at a level that we find acceptable, that's obviously better than stock and everything. This is gonna be just a little shift in paradigm focus for us. So now we're focusing on making sure that we are world-class on the performance side, as good as it can get, while not forgetting about sound. You know, so where we feel like we can fill that void is a lot of our competition on that side, you know, they're able to focus on performance and they don't really care about sound because they want just performance. And just like some of the other companies that would just be sound, but then they ignored the other. You know, it's kind of a 1A, 1B thing for us. So we've always been 1A is sound, 1B is performance. And now we're stepping into the game and marketing or not marketing, but stepping into the game on the market of 1A on performance, 1B on sound. So while sound was still really important, we had it several times where we're like, yep, we're hitting the mark, but it doesn't sound quite right.
Yeah.
You know, is it going to be as loud and aggressive as a zombie baffle? No, because to get that, you got to have some give and takes.
That's right. That's right.
But you know, we kept going back to the drawing board until we could kind of find that right balance of, okay, now we're still at that mark, but it sounds the way we need it to sound.
Personally, it's sound first for me, performance second. My bike is still fast. It's fast enough for me, but you will hear me coming. And I'm at the point now where if it's tap performance, I know it. When I do my practice sessions and somebody pulls up, I know it's tap performance, and that's why I'll always put it on the screen, tap performance. I know a zombie baffle from a louvered baffle, but that's just me. But now we're gonna be dealing with a little bit more performance, so I'm excited to hear about it. I'm excited to see it. So let me ask you this. I know right now, if I buy a 2024 Road Glide or Street Glide, and I get some tap performance slip-ons, zombie baffle, it sounds amazing. Is this new system offered with just slip-ons?
So it will be in the spring of spring of 2025. We're going to be coming out with the Redline series slip-ons.
Okay.
So then you'll have the BAM stick option, which is what we talked about before. That's what we've had forever. The 4.5s, the 50 cals, all those. And then we're going to have the Redline series slip-ons.
Gotcha.
And so those slip-ons are going to be designed for that as well. Now, but something that customers need to keep in mind is slip-ons do not fit the same as a full system stepped header.
Yes.
So if you buy a Redline slip-on and you hear me say this, you're like, oh, I'm going to do that and then I'll get the Redline system. That won't work.
Yeah.
You can pair that Redline slip-on later with, if you like the look of it better, or maybe it's that tweener sound that you were looking for anyway, and you can pair that later with one of our normal headers and still have a really good performing system, like we said. But if you that's kind of the difference. You know, people are like, okay, well, if you're going to have this Redline step performance header and it does all this whatever, why have the other, right? Well, there's still a purpose, because some customers want to or have to build in pieces. So if I start with slip-ons, I have to be able to fit over the stock header and the stock sizes. And then later I'm going to do a header with a cam, and then I'm going to do, you know, this other intake and make sure it's all tuned up and do it in pieces. Whereas if you want to do this full system, you got to be ready to buy the tuner, get the header and the muffler, because you're changing fitment sizes. And so when you see the Redline slip-ons will not fit on the Redline systems, but anything Redline is going to be our 1A performance, 1B sound series, and then everything BAM stick, 50 cal, the things you guys are used to. Those are the ones that perform well, but we're focused on making sure it sounds as good as it can. Okay,
and the configuration, is there 2 in the 1, 2 in the 2?
So yep, on the Redline series, on the full systems that we've launched that are current and available right now on the website, there's a 2 in a 2 and then a 2 in a 1. So we have something for kind of all. And I know we're going to get questions on Indian. We don't have a Redline series launch for the Indian yet. That is coming. It is in the works in production. We started with Harley. That is our largest market still. But no, we're not forgetting Indian, and it's in the works.
Clearly you're not forgetting Indian. There's 3 Indians in here. And as far as the size of the muffler, what do we have?
So on the Redline series, for right now, it is a 4.5-inch muffler. There's 1 tip and there's 1 baffle. So, you know, you guys have been used to us having, you know, different tips, different baffles. So it is a new tip. It's a new tip that you can only get on the Redline series. And it's a 2-tone black with an edge cut to have the you know, aluminum showing out through. So it goes nicely with a chrome or a black system. And the baffle, because again, that baffle plays a key role in how that performance curve looks. And so unlike, you know, when you're really just going more for the sound, but you want it to still perform well, I can do a lot of different things and say, okay, well, you want the zombie, or you want a little less, or you want a little of this. With this, we have to make sure that if we're telling people this is a performance system that's going to hit the mark with any of the other high performing step systems out there, this is the baffle. So you order a system, comes the way it is, you bolt it on and you roll after you tune it.
I'm excited to see it. Let's do it.
All right.
All right, so we're outside of tap performance. We're outside of the building. And before we talk about this Redline series exhaust, let's talk about this motorcycle. This is your new motorcycle, right?
Absolutely, yep, yep.
What are we looking at?
We're looking at the 24 Road Glide CVO, and you already know that because you're the reason we had to buy one.
Yes, beautiful bike, of course. I'm biased, but it's a beautiful bike. But look at this exhaust, guys. So this is the 2-in-1, correct?
Yes, sir, yep, yep. This is the 2-in-1 Redline series, yep.
Okay, so without further ado, I just want to hear how it sounds. Like I always say, guys, what you hear on this video is never going to be a true depiction of what it sounds like in person. And anybody that has been around any of my motorcycles, they understand. You understand, you get it, right guys? All right, let's see what it sounds like anyway. A lot of compression on that start. All right, do me a favor. Sit on it, put it in gear and do that. Okay. Sounds better when it's in gear. God, that sounds good. Hell yeah. Woo-wee. Nice, very nice. I'm gonna ask him if I can ride it, guys. Wow, so let me just be clear. You said that now sound is second?
Very true, yep.
Guys, that sounds amazing. But again, I want you guys to remember, if you're riding a 24 Street Glide or Road Glide and you want to test the sound of these pipes, don't do it in neutral, right? Because something about those new bikes, it holds back. Like even if you try to redline it, it's not going to do it. Put it in gear. Did you hear the difference? Oh my God. Listen, can I ride it?
Heck yeah,
Permission,
hop on.
Permission to scrape the boards?
Permission granted.
Let's do it. When you first started the bike, man, the compression, I heard it, and then I felt all of this air hitting me. So it's... First gear. Cover the rear brake. Ah, man, the sound is second? Oh my God, that sounds good. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. Guys, this sounds so good for the sound to be second. Oh my God. Friction brake, friction brake, friction brake. Impressive. Woo! Impressive. Awesome. It sounds good, man. It sounds really good. But sound is something I'm used to from Tab Performance, but I was expecting a lot less. But, oh, I still got that snap, that crackle, and that pop. That's what I want. That's always what I want. Oh my God. You can feel that get up and go too, man. God, guys. You hear it, I got the snap, crackle, pop. Oh, it sounds so good. Friction brake, friction brake, friction brake, friction brake. Smooth stop. Oh, God. Woo! Outstanding, man, outstanding. All right, Casey. I almost feel like I was bamboozled. Like, you know, if you promise somebody something and you make it low, then if it's higher than that, then everybody's happy. So to learn that the sound was second, but the performance was first, that's how, I mean, I'm almost like at a loss for words. This sounds amazing, amazing. Now, of course, I'm in a parking lot. I couldn't really get to feel the performance part of it, but I'm going to. How long have you guys been developing this?
So this has been in development for a little over a year.
Okay.
You know, obviously the biggest piece is getting the fitment, getting the header portion done, and then fine tuning that with the baffle. Unfortunately, as we've grown, we've been able to do some new things, bring customers new products, and that's been really fun. But there's still a limit to resources, right? And so, you know, you'd get this bike, you'd be hard at it for a couple of weeks, and then it gets loaded onto this and taken all over the country.
Yeah.
To you know, show off the products to our customers. But then that's 3-4 weeks where you're not doing a lot of development.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you're trying to get the things done at the shop so that way when the bike comes back, it's ready to throw on and test. But that's where development does take a little longer, and that's the nice thing where we're about to finish up at Galveston. The Lone Star is our last rally of the year before next season, kicking off with Daytona Bike Week.
Yeah.
And so that is when a lot of our work gets done for the next year's products.
Listen, I don't know why I would expect anything otherwise. Just a phenomenal job, man. I'm looking forward to this. And guys, I'm actually going to have this Redline series installed on one of my motorcycles. It's not going to be a 2-in-1. It's going to be in a 2-in-2.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2-in-2. You guys stay tuned. And if you think you know what motorcycle I'm going to put this on, put it in the comment section. But I'm really, really looking forward to it. Listen, I want you to put into the comment section what you think about this. I want you to go to Tap Performance's website, tapperformance.com, and get some, you know, do some due diligence on it. It is out now. It's for sale now. Do your due diligence on it, and you're definitely going to hear more from me as far as this product is concerned, especially once I get it on one of my motorcycles. One of them for now. That's what I'm going to say. All right, guys. So listen, I'm going to end this video here. If you watch my Tap Performance videos, and I have quite a few of them, I'm always ear to ear, right? None of that's manufactured. This is so exciting, right? So exciting. It looks good too. And I definitely like the chrome with the black tip. There's some people that already do that anyway. But this is how this comes.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's going to be like a signature thing for the Redline series.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah. So listen, I'm looking forward to it, guys. I want you guys to check it out. And if you see me around and I'm on that motorcycle that has it, definitely ask me to check it out, look at it, hear it. And if you're a preloader or a V.I.Preloader, I might even let you ride the bike. All right, guys? I want to thank you again for trusting me with your girl.
Appreciate it.
Right,
yeah.
I appreciate it. She's been christened now.
That's
The floorboards have been scraped. That's going to do it from here at Tap Performance in Lincoln, Nebraska, guys. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, guys. And if you have time to ride your motorcycle, you have time to practice on them. Until next time.